All right, guys, so here is our test review for our last regular test. So simplifying radicals. Number 1, square root of 32. I'm doing square root, so I'm going to break that up into 2 times 16. Square root of 16 is 4, so that comes on the outside. 4 square root 2. Number 2, still doing square root. 80 is 5 times 16. And then for my variables, I want to see, can I divide? So 4 divided by 2, that's going to work. And 10 divided by 2, that's also going to work. So when I bring this out, square root of 16 is 4, and I multiply it with that, so negative 12. I divide this, so that's going to be x squared, and I divide this, so y 5. So the only thing left on the inside is the 5. Number 3, now here I'm doing cube root, so I have to be careful. I'm switching it up. So cube root, let's see, that's going to be 2 times 125. The a is going to divide nicely. The b is not. So I'm going to leave the a. The b I'm going to split up, b3, b2. And the c I'm going to split up, c6, c1. So the cube root of 125 is 5. I'm going to divide this one. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 6 divided by 3 is 2. So on the inside, remember to still put your little 3 here. I have a 2, I have a b2, and I have a c. Number 4, I'm doing fourth root now. Well, the fourth root of 81 is just 3, so I actually don't even have to do anything with that. So I'm going to leave that, and then I'm going to split up this. So I'm going to do this x4 and x1. y12 will divide. So when I divide this one, I get x to the first, and when I divide this one, I get y3. And left on the inside is just a single x. Number 5, the cube root of 8 is 2. And the cube root of x12 I divide, so x4. Number 6, the cube root of 125 is just 5. And when I divide this, I get x3. Number 7, the fourth root of 625 is 5. And when I divide this, I get y2. Number 8, let's simplify that. So negative 5, square root of 72 is 2 times 36. Take the square root of 36 is 6, and I multiply it. Negative 30, square root 2. Number 9. Okay, adding and subtracting, you have to have same radicals. These are not the same radicals, so I need to split this up first. So 2 square root 2 minus, and we just did this one, 2 times 36. So this comes on the outside. So 2 square root 2 minus 6 square root 2. Now I can subtract the numbers in front. So I get negative 4 square root 2. Number 10, the radicals are already the same. So I'm just going to do 9 minus 13, negative 4 square root 3. Number 11, let's break that down. Negative 2, and this is going to be, let's see, 5 times 25 minus 9 times 5. So square root of 25 is 5, and I bring that on the outside. Negative 10 square root 5 minus 3 square root 5. The radicals are the same, so I'm going to combine the numbers in front. Negative 10 minus 3 is negative 13 square root 5. Number 12, I'm doing fourth root, so be careful here. Fourth root, I know 2 to the fourth is 16, so I'm going to do 2 times 16. And I can't break this one up, so I'm going to just leave it. Fourth root of 16 is 2. So 2 fourth root 2 plus fourth root 2. Now, I know that some people get confused on this one. Remember, there's a 1 right here in front. So when I add this, I'm going to do 2 plus 1 is 3. And then I just leave the fourth root of 2. Okay, number 13. Let's break this down. So I have 3. 9 times 10 plus 4, 4 times 10 minus 16 times 10. So square root of 9 is 3, I bring that out, 9 square root 10. Square root of 4 is 2, I bring that out, 8 square root 10. And square root of 16 is 4, and I bring that out, 4 square root 10. Everything has a square root of 10, so 9 plus 8 is 17, minus 4 is 13 square root 10. Number 14, I'm doing cube root. Well, the cube root of 27 is 3. The cube root of 64 is just 4. So this becomes 3 plus 8, which is just 11. Okay, so now we're moving to multiplying. So multiplying, I can multiply outside radicals and inside radicals. So negative 7 times 3 is negative 21, and 8 times 3 is 24. And now simplify. Don't forget on your test to simplify. Just because you multiply doesn't mean you're done. So 4 times 6, square root of 4 is 2. So negative 42 square root 6. Number 16, multiply. That's going to be square root 72, which we've done a couple times already. 2 times 36. Square root of 36 is 6 square root 2. 17 is a foiling one. So the difference between 15 and 17, this one's got plus and minus. This is where I'm going to foil. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times negative root 5 is negative 3 root 5. Then I go here. Root 5 times 2 is positive 2 root 5. And root 5 times negative root 5 is negative root 25. Okay, so let's simplify this. Becomes 6 minus, I'm going to put a 1 there just so you see it. And this is going to become negative 5 because the square root of 25 is just 5. Okay, now I'm going to combine this. 6 minus 5 is 1. So 1 minus 1 square root 5. Number 18, I'm just going to distribute. So that becomes square root 80 plus square root 20. And now I'm going to simplify. So 80 is 5 times 16. 20 is 4 times 5. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. So that's 6 square root 5. Okay, dividing. On number 19, I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom by root 2. Okay, so I get on top 7 root 2 over root 4. And the square root of 4 is 2. And I can't simplify that, so I'm done. 20 is kind of unique. I know the square root of 64 is 8 and the square root of 4 is 2, which means my answer is just 4. 21. Okay, you have to be careful on these. I'm going to multiply by 3 minus square root 5 over 3 minus square root 5. So change the sign. It's called the conjugate. Now on the top, I'm going to distribute. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times negative root 5 is negative 2 square root 5 over. Now the bottom, you can do the shortcut if you wanted to. 3 times 3 is 9. Positive root 5 times negative root 5 is negative root 25. So on top, I get 6 minus 2 root 5. On the bottom, this becomes 9 minus 5, which is 4. Now, I can take a 2 out of everything. So this is going to become a 3, a 1, and a 2. So my final answer is 3 minus square root 5 over 2. Okay, number 22, another one. I'm going to multiply by 4 plus square root 7 over 4 plus square root 7. Okay, again, I'm going to distribute the 6 on the top. So 24 plus 6 square root 7 over 4 times 4. I'm going to do a shortcut. 4 times 4 is 16 minus square root 7 times 7 square root 49. So 24 plus 6 square root 7 over, this becomes 16 minus 7, which is 9. I can take a 3 out of all of those. So 8, 2, and 3. So 8 plus 2 square root 7 over 3 is my answer. Number 23, I'm going to multiply by that square root 5 on top and bottom. So on top, remember, this 3 doesn't get multiplied in. So it's 3 square root 10 over square root 25. The square root of 25 is just 5, so 3 square root 10 over 5. Number 24. I'm going to multiply by root 6, 5 root 6 over root 36, and the square root of 36 is 6. So 5 root 6 over 6, and I can't reduce that, so I'm done. Okay, number 25, write in radical form. First thing, it's a negative, so I'm going to flip that and make it 1 over y to the 3/4. Radical form, remember, power over root. There's my root, there's my power. I can't simplify, so I'm done. Number 26, power over root. There's my root. There's my power. Can we simplify that? That's 16. Oh, that's an ugly one. Technically, you can simplify this. It's going to be 2 cube root of 2. That's pretty ugly, though. Most of the ones we did like this, the evaluating ones, I think they're on the back. Yeah, we'll get to some of those. That one's pretty ugly. Sorry about that. Number 27, power over root. So there's my root, and there's my power, and I'm going to leave it like that. Probably should have left that one like that too, but it can be simplified. I'm going to skip 28. Number 29 should have had parentheses on it, and so it's just 5th root of xy. It should have had parentheses. That was my fault. So that's your answer. And 30, I'm going to cross that one out too. Okay, 31, rewrite exponentially. So again, power over root. Power over root. X to the 3/4. 32. I would take that. So I took the whole thing and I just raised it to the 1/3. And I would also take each one individually. So x1, y2. I would take either of these. 33 we subtract. So it's going to be x4 over 2, which is going to be x squared. 34, 2xy to the 1/4. The power is 1, root is 4, so 1/4. 35 is same thing, power over root, 2/3. And 36, 2x4y5, power over roots, that reduces to squared, and I would just leave it like that. The ones on the test are easier, so they're not so difficult. Okay, 37. Evaluate. So it's negative. Let's make it positive first. And then let's rewrite that. So cube root of 27 squared over cube root of 8 squared. Remember, do the root first. So this is going to be 3 squared over 2 squared, which is, 9/4. This one is just cube root of negative 27 to the 5th. So that's going to be negative 3 to the 5th. Oh, I don't know what that is. Let's see, 81 is to the 4th. 243, sorry. Negative 243. Number 39, we're going to add exponents. So that's going to be 8 over 2, which is 4 to the 4th, which is 256. 40 subtract, and then rewrite. So cube root of 27 squared, which is 3 squared, which is 9. On this one, let's multiply that first. So 2 over 6, which is 1/3, and that's going to be cube root of 125, which is 5. And last one, it's negative, so let's make it positive first, which is going to be 1 over the cube root of 64, which is 1 over 4. Now, I know I went fast on these last sections. There's not a lot on the last sections on the test. There's a little bit. The main part is the simplifying, the adding, subtracting, the multiplying, and the dividing, okay? And it's broken up into sections like that on the test, so that hopefully that will help you some. Again, if you need help, please, please, please come and see me before you take this test.